Right, got the docket. Let's go and get some kit. All this is just going to get hidden behind the back box. Right, morning boys and girls. So I'm just on my way to the suppliers, Dewson's. I'm going to get some plaster. So we're going to be over skimming a wall. I don't know if you remember the job where we did the loft conversion. So what we're doing now, what the downstairs doing, so on the ground floor stairs they took all the wallpaper off. They're not happy with the state of the plaster, so they called me in. I'm going to give it a skim over. So there's a few airline cracks in there. Yeah, I don't think it's anything to write home about, so what I'm going to be doing, that's not a good start, is it? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to stop here so that just fell over. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrim cloth the airline cracks, bandage them if you like, and then what I'll do is I'll PVA the entire wall, and then the opposite side is old latten plaster. So I believe the client's already got all the old plaster broken off. Here I am at my favourite Dewson's branch. Let's go in and see the staff. Top people here. This is, I don't know if this is classed as Leeds Road or the industrial estate, but anyway, big shout out to Dewson's here. They've always looked after me, especially the other day when I ordered my stuff and it was at the place for within an hour. Well impressed. Right, got the docket. Let's go and get some kit. So the crack is here at Dewson's. You go to the main reception, you ask for what you want, you get your bill, you get your chit, and then you work your way round to the back of the depot and go see one of the lads there. So what we'll do is we'll nip round here at a casual 5 mile an hour ish. So that was painless. So we got the gear. So it's over there. So what we'll do, we'll just mount the one here now and we'll get to the job. Right, let's get gone. Right, now what we're going to do is get these walls plastered. So any airline cracks I'm going to get some scrim cloth over, get all these divots filled in all the way down the stairs, and then overboard this here. The job's a good one. Let's see if we can add that wiring what's on here. Get that off and we'll put a proper back box on. Same with that crap round there. Right on, I've got the wall PVA'd, so while it's drying I'll put the scrim cloth on over the cracks. That'll just take the old light switch off and the old socket off. So that was a double fronted socket on there, so if you imagine plaster out there with a surface mounted box, that was in the back of there. So they've closed the ring off using them connector things there, then they've put a surface mount box on, and then they've used a couple of strands of wire to do this. Then that's the outside light, which has been stepped down through for fuse spare to protect it, so probably 5 amp fuse in there. But then that was joined in here with a couple of chop blocks, and then that's the original light switch there, and then that's part of the two-way system. Yeah, not as easy as what it should have been, but there we go. Right, let's crack on. Right, so join me above the door. This is where the fuse spare is going to be, to step down from the 240, well it will be 240 from the 13 amp circuit to the 6 amp circuit for this light. So it'll be protected by the relevant amp fuse, which will be 5 amp. But what we're going to do is use this smart switch in line. So between this point we'll just cut a section off here. That'll get cut off. So it'll be from the mains into this and then back out again. So if we look closely at this, line in, line out, a couple of neutrals, S1 and S2, which we're not going to use. So I'm just going to shorten this wire a bit, cut it down, put a feed in and put a feed out, and I'll chop back in, cut back in. Right, you'll see we've got two different colours there. So the black and the red is from the old wiring system, which is for the outside light, and the blue and the brown obviously is for the new wiring, which runs down here, and then that'll go into the spare, which is connected here. All this is just going to get hidden behind the back box, don't need to be in sight. There's no copper exposed on there, and you'll notice I've linked the earths as well, because this doesn't take an earth. The two screws there which haven't got anything in, they're just for a switch, which you could just literally put speaker wire in there and just use a toggle switch, and that indicates to this that it needs to switch on and off. On the other side of this, if I spin it around, there we have a button there to switch it on and off with as well. But we haven't paired it up yet, so that's not going to function. But this is all lath and plaster, this. So anyway, yeah, I've just gone over where there's a few airline cracks. It's alright, it's not falling off the wall, but they didn't want the full thing taking off the wall anyway. So yeah, that radiator's got to come off, so I've managed to get the thermostat off the top of there, so I'll get that off. Anyway, the light switch, what was here, is getting moved to here, and then there's going to be a spare up there protected for the outside lamp, so there'll be a 240 feed off there, down off that somehow. Alright, but we'll see what happens there. Anyway, yeah, all PVA'd, so I need to go and get some plasterboard and then get it fixed on, shall we say. Okay, so I've got the first coat on. No, I tell a lie, I ain't done that little bit up there because I couldn't reach. But anyway, I've got most of the first coat on. So all the way down here, radiator wall, that snow bit up there as well, and that bit above that bedroom door up there. So Freddie was interested, so that took one 25 kilo bag and a full bucket of water. So, and it's still, yeah, it's probably ready for second coat soon, so I'll get straight on with that. So bit of block cut left, I'll just fill that in. It's difficult to reach. I'll do it. Right, catch you on the other side. Oh dear. I'll just do a quick update on the off conversion we did. So it's been 6 weeks now, and everything seems to have dried out nicely. I've just looked inside the cupboards and there's no condensation, so the vapour barrier is doing its job. Everything's dried out nicely. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. It's warm up here and all that. Yeah, all looking good.
Later.
I've got the second coat on now. So the second coat, what I tend to do is, if you remember, I said I used a full bag of plaster and a bucket of water. So generally for when I do an area like this, I usually reduce the amount of water and plaster by half, and that gives me an approximate amount what I need to get my second coat on. And my second coat's doing mainly filling in and levelling off. Yeah, so I'm just giving this 20 minutes, then I'll give it a flat, and then go again. Okay, so well done. Got that bit up there. That there, that's been continuous. I didn't even have a chance to stop. All the way down here, you can see where it started to dry out. I'll just give it its final flat off. But I lost the race with that bit there. So I'm going to have to go over that again tomorrow. I'll PVA and put the coat on. Got the stop bead on here, because it's not a true corner, so I just put a 3mm stop bead there. And I'll skim up to that, and then I can fill that section in afterwards. So I'm just going to clear up a bit of my crap and have a well deserved brew. It's about 2:30 now, and I think it was about 9:30 when I started. It's been continuous. It's a bloody warm house. And that's how we're doing with all the insulation. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. Right, see you all later.
Don't forget, like, subscribe and share.